This Labor Day weekend, you're gonna love the deals on our huge inventory at McCombs Ford West. Our massive Labor Day weekend sale ends Monday night, so don't miss your chance to get our best deals of summer. Hurry in and save on F-150s, now almost 11 grand off. Save $9,200 on Edge. Plus, Escapes are just 19 grand. And we have 0 for 72 on everything. So get to the huge Labor Day sale on 410 West at Culebra.
My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm affectionately known as the $2.5 billion host. That's how much I've grossed by infomercials, home shopping, and the internet. Yeah, I have an eye for talent. I know how to blow it up. Well, every once in a while, I'll meet somebody extraordinary. His name is Michael D. Butler. Yeah, he created a company called Beyond Publishing, and he is true magic. Not only does he have a great smile, and he's very energetic, but he happens to be the real deal.
How many of you in here have a story? You have a story, right? There's more people buying and reading books now than ever.
And I've written a book, and I can honestly tell you that this man goes above and beyond to not just serve his clients, but to serve the people that his clients are involved with.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Finding Your Inner Beauty, the show. I have my beautiful wife next to me here, Miss Mari Gomez. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, everyone.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Why are you doing good?
Because it's a great day to be alive.
It's a great day to be alive.
Yes, it is.
Well, we have a great show lined up for you today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be amazing. We're so excited. We got a lot of great content to go over. And today's show is titled, Get Out of Your Feelings.
Get out of your feelings.
Get out of your feelings. Right? How many of us get stuck in our own feelings? And that's going to be our topic for today. It's going to be an amazing, amazing show. We're going to really kind of just go in depth about feelings and emotions and why it's a good thing and then why it's a bad thing. So we're going to kind of just talk about that today. But before we get started, man, you look amazing today.
Thank you.
How was your week?
It was great. Busy week. We had a lot of stuff going on. We had a great Friday. It went by super fast. We had a sleepover last night.
We had a sleepover. Oh, yeah. We had a little munchkin in our... Actually, it was funny because we were there and our grandson stayed the night last night. And I was laughing because I was like, what's wrong? She goes, Andres' butt is in my face. Just imagine you're used to sleeping by yourself with you and your wife, and then you got your 1-year-old grandson with his literally his butt in her face, and it was kind of funny. But hey, you know what? The things we do.
It was a good moment.
Well, you know, we have some great new sponsors that I want to announce today. Amazing! I want to just give a big shout out, of course, to our sponsors. Henry Finley from McCombs Ford West. He supports everything we do, and if you need a Ford, if you need a truck, you need to go out there right now to McCombs Ford West and visit Mr. Henry Finley. And second of all, we had another amazing automotive dealership here in San Antonio, the Cavender organization, the Cavender family, WB. If you need a Buick, a GMC, right now, go see WB. He's a general manager out there at Cavender Buick GMC West. I used to actually work there.
Yes, you did.
Can you believe that was that was over 3 years ago.
Almost 3 years ago.
So I used to work with the Cavender organization, top quality, and WB is the general manager now. So if we need a Buick GMC truck, just tell them, hey, we saw your ad on the Finding Your Inner Beauty show, and they'll take care of you. He's going to be there actually today. So not only that, I want to thank Gina Balbera. You know, Gina?
Yes.
We had the pleasure of meeting Gina Balbera. I did for a couple of years already, but you've really gotten close to her. Gina is one of she has like 4 associations. We're part of the Northside Chamber of Northside Business Association. And we just want to say thank you, Gina, for all your support and love. If you're watching, please drop your link in the comments and let people know here in San Antonio, South Texas area. She's just amazing. It's all about giving back, right?
Yes, she has been amazing promoting the show, promoting us, and just her audience is amazing, where we've had several people call in over the last couple of days for vendorship with our event coming up. So that is amazing. That's a true blessing, because she has such a big platform.
Yeah.
That can not only help us, but help us spread our message and help us spread who we are and what we're all about.
Yeah, because it's all about y'all. It's all about the audience. It's all about serving our city, the community, and it's just amazing when you give back the feeling that you get. So thank you, Gina. And then we also got Pastor Dorian Williams out there with Reach SA. Thank you so much for sponsoring our event too. He's an amazing gentleman. He's actually going to be at the event, and so we just had so much support. And I just want to tell you that this wouldn't be possible with you, with everybody that's watching, supporting us. This past week, it's been actually yesterday just flew by.
Yeah.
We had so many people just call us and sign up for the event. We even sold some tickets overnight.
Yes.
We woke up and we had 2 notifications that we sold tickets. So it is going to be a live event. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. And the beautiful thing is, we just brought on a new speaker. If you're watching, Dr. Wendy Labat, we're so honored to have you come on. I had a chance to share the stage with her this actually 2 days ago in Denver, Colorado. Her story is amazing. Breast cancer survivor, just the wisdom that she gained. And I think I want to just mention this one more time. Somebody asked me, is this just for women with breast cancer? And I know we're kind of repeating ourselves, but I want you to understand that this women's conference is for all women. All women. I've said it on previous episodes, but I want you to understand that if right now you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling like you lost hope, if you're feeling that you don't matter right now, because you matter, this conference is for you. Because like we go back to we kind of what we talk about is we had a woman saying, I didn't feel beautiful in the inside. So can I come? So speak to those women right now that are thinking about coming. They don't feel beautiful inside right now. And let them know that we want them at our event because it's going to be life-changing.
Yes, of course. We would like everybody to come. Again, like what Daniel said, it's not just breast cancer survivorship. It's any type of trials and tribulations that you've been through that's helping you to just find that inner beauty within yourself to get you to where you want to be in life. Again, Daniel said it's a live event. We are going to be practicing social distancing. So please rest assured that we're taking our precautions for everything through the whole event. From when you get in, you get checked in at the Norris Center, you get your temperature checked out. Mask will be required to enter the building, and then there'll be hand sanitizers there as well throughout the facility. So this is for everyone to come and enjoy, and to be part of a community, not just in the breast cancer survivorship, but a community of women, community of uplifting women to help you to get to your next level in your life. So we're hoping that all of you guys can come out. We still have tickets available. Message me, message Daniel, and we'd be more than happy to assist you with them. And we're so looking forward to having all of you guys here. It's getting close, a couple weeks away.
Are you getting nervous?
I'm trying to figure out like all the things that we still need to finish up. Well, for me to finish up, because I'm more about the details. I want to make sure everything's in line and everything is good to go and everyone enjoys the time that they're here with us.
We actually ordered stuff for your foundation because you're going to start taking over this because you wanted to kick me off the show last week. And Adam, our producer, was laughing about it. So thank you, Adam, from Livestream Media Network. If you need a live stream, look up Adam. But he wasn't being very nice. He was laughing because you made the comment that, well, I think I can do the show by myself. I'm like, well, really? Good, because I don't want to do this show anymore. But it's just awesome, right? And I want you to understand, I have a pair of socks here. We're going to make some goodie bags, but I brought these socks on with us. It's women's socks, breast cancer awareness, and this is what it's all about. And I love this, and I don't think it's by chance. It talks about hope. How many of us right now watching this broadcast, watching this episode, you lost hope? How many of you are questioning your faith? because it happens, right? And what happens is this, is that we'll get into the topic. We get into our feelings. We get into our own feelings. And once you get into your own feelings, two things either happen. You either go downhill, spiral downhill pretty quick, or you come up. Because most people make decisions based on their feelings, and that's not a good thing.
That's
Our
very
emotions
true.
control us.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Yes. I think that I think in any decision that you and I have made, we really pray on it, and we really just let it simmer in our mind before we can actually go and do the next step. Because if you're upset about something and you want to make a decision of how someone said something to you, or how they treated you, what they said to you, and you're bothered with it, it's better for you to just stay quiet, take a breather, take a step back, and then really make a decision.
So right now, we're going to take our first break, and I want you to do me a favor. I want you to put a 1 in the comments right now if sometimes when you got caught up in your own feelings, it was a negative thing. And we're going to talk about that. And if you have a question about it, post your comment, post your question in the comments. But we really want to go in depth and help you and bring you value to this show. So right now, have you ever gotten stuck in your own feelings in a bad way and you wish you would have done something differently? Put a 1 right there. And I just want to thank you for your transparency. And the first person to put a 1, we're going to gift you a Starbucks gift card from the Mighty Strong Foundation. And it's our way of saying thank you for being here with us today live. I know you could be doing so many other things, but we're really, really grateful that you're here with us because it means a lot to us. And through our organization, the whole reason we're having the Fighting Your Inner Beauty is we give back to women who have breast cancer. And we've been able to give thousands. So right now, too, if you want to make a donation, go to our website, www.mightystrongfoundation.com. It doesn't matter if you give $5, if you give $10, if you give $25, $100, we welcome all donations, right? Because those little things add up.
Yes, they do.
And we would love for you to be a part of our journey because it's not about us. It really isn't. Believe me, I'd rather be asleep because I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. Not after having our grandsons. It was
a fun-filled night.
Well, we'll see here. We're going to take our first commercial break, and we'll see here shortly in 2.5 minutes.
This Labor Day weekend, you're going to love the deals on our huge inventory at McCombs Ford West. Our massive Labor Day weekend sale ends Monday night, so don't miss your chance to get our best deals of summer. Hurry in and save on F-150s, now almost 11 grand off. Save $9,200 on Edge. Plus, escapes are just 19 grand. And we have 0 for 72 on everything. So get to the huge Labor Day sale on 410 West at Culebra.
My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm affectionately known as the $2.5 billion host. That's how much I've grossed by infomercials, home shopping, and the internet. Yeah, I have an eye for talent. I know how to blow it up. Well, every once in a while, I'll meet somebody extraordinary. His name is Michael D. Butler. Yeah, he created a company called Beyond Publishing, and he is true magic. Not only does he have a great smile, and he's very energetic, but he happens to be the real deal.
How many of you in here have a story? You have a story, right? There's more people buying and reading books now than ever.
And I've written a book, and I can honestly tell you that this man goes above and beyond to not just serve his clients, but to serve the people that his clients are involved with.
Back. Hey.
Yes, we are.
We missed y'all. Well, today's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day because you're here joining us today. And I want to just, first of all, thank our pastor from our church on Westover Hills, Pastor Jim Rome. They're a sponsor of our event also. And I want to just say thank you, Pastor, because he believes in our vision. He believes in the fact that we give back to women who have been impacted by breast cancer. And it really touched my heart because so many times we doubt ourselves, right? We doubt what we can do. We doubt our abilities. We doubt who we are. Mm-hmm. And it's because we get stuck in our feelings. We get stuck in our emotions. And I can tell you my own mistakes, right? My own mistakes is when I get stuck in my feelings, it's for the bad, because this is what happens is sometimes just I get triggered with anger is my emotion, my feeling that I need to get away from, right? I've gotten a lot better, and I'm going to be honest, right? I have nothing to hide. And in 26 years, not well, my dad's been passed away for. I'm 40. I'll be 47 in 2 weeks.
You are going to be 47.
I'll be 47 in 2 weeks. But my dad was 26 years old. I was 26 years old when my dad was diagnosed with cancer, and I just had a lot of anger towards my dad. And because I was living life in those feelings of anger, my feelings made it. You don't realize that when you're in your feelings, you make decisions based on those feelings. So if you have a state of anger, every decision you're going to make it kind of from an angry point. If you have a feelings of jealousy or envy, you're going to make decisions based on that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
How does that communicate to you right now?
Well, yeah, because you have all those feelings inside of you that sometimes you just don't know how to let them out. And if you have those, and for you, those anger feelings, when something comes your way, the only way you know how to unleash it is with anger. And I think that's something that maybe not just you, but a lot of us struggle with, or other people can be with eating. You're upset, and the only way you feel like you can deal with it is you're eating your feelings. And that's something that we need to learn how to control, how to manage, how to really look into ourselves and to figure out, why is this making me feel this way?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. And our feelings are controlled, our emotions are controlled by so many things. But one thing that I want our audience to understand is that a lot of times what affects the way we feel, a big part of it is the environment that we're in and what we intake. We don't realize that as human beings, we take in a second over 250,000 images a second. Think about that. Over 250,000 images a second. That's how powerful we are, because we don't realize that we're not just human beings. Of course, we're human beings, but we're visual beings. Think about that. We're visual beings. And the images, the optics that we take in every day, it affects our thinking and how we feel. And I say that because if you're watching, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on a movie, if you're watching these feelings, if you're watching these whatever it is, movie, whatever it may be, it affects how you feel. Think about this. I want you to think about I remember when I was a little kid, Friday the 13th was a big movie. Halloween was a big movie. And we would watch these movies at night. And how many times did we wake up having nightmares, right? We would wake up like, crying or whatever. I remember, because that's the images. Those are the last images you're playing in your head, which are images of fear, right? You get stuck in those feelings of fear. And those emotions, those feelings dictate our direction of our life. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
So you really got to pay attention to, what are you watching every day? What are you absorbing every day? What are you intaking? Because if you're right now, this season that we're in, a lot of us are watching the news because we want to see what's going on with coronavirus, COVID. And I understand you want to be aware of situations, but there's a difference between being aware and being consumed. And right now, many of us are being consumed by negativity, by what the media is putting out there. And you need to stop being consumed and watching the news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need to stop watching your feed, and don't worry about that, because that very consumption that you're making is contaminating how you feel. Think about that. If you watch doom and gloom every single day, pretty soon you're going to be feeling scared, doom and gloom. You're going to lose the hope. You're going to lose your faith because you're just consuming that. And as you're consuming that, just think about this. You're taking in so much negativity, so much fear that's what your subconscious mind is absorbing. So then once you turn off that TV show, once you turn off that programming of the news, automatically that's going to be replaying in your mind. That's how powerful our thinking is.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. And not to say that not be aware of what's going on out there, but don't let it consume your whole life. Don't let that put that fear in your life that you can't keep going and keep doing the things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
You know, don't let that control you, how you live your life. And that's important.
Well, I want to be real too, because everybody knows me. I'm the outspoken one. I'm the motivational keynote speaker. I'm the corporate trainer. I got, boom, baby, come on, let's bring it, right? Well, my wife hated me for a moment, for a season, right? And what I mean is she wasn't into personal development, personal growth. And I really didn't see this from being here with you every day. But I was in Denver, had a chance to meet with my great friend Titus, clipping her up there. And we went out to lunch and hung out. And he actually gave you a compliment. And something that he told me that he observed, because he was down here at our speaking academy in San Antonio, he was telling me that, like, he goes, man, Mari has just really embraced her role with you. She walks side by side with you. I said, well, what do you mean? She goes, yeah, like, she supports everything you do, and I want that. And I didn't really see that. I knew you had been growing and advancing, but your input has changed dramatically. So I want you to just think about what's one thing that you've changed about your input, right? The things that you do on a daily basis that has helped you to be more positive, to be more encouraging, to be more, what's something that Mari Gomez does? Because sometimes we think people know what to do, but they don't know, right? Because we're creatures of habit. We're creatures of rituals. We don't realize that every day we wake up and we do the same thing automatically, right? Think about that.
Yeah.
We've been in our house now for 2 months, I'm still making a cup of coffee, and I'm still going to the wrong cabinet because I'm used to the cabinet, because that's what I'm programmed to. Yeah. So what's something that Mari Gomez has done, as far as what input have you changed in your life that has really helped you to change your feelings and help you change your emotions?
I think one of the things that I've been doing a lot more, I've always had my affirmations. Daniel has his affirmations a whole different level where he writes them all over in his mirror, where I need my mirror to get dressed. So
yeah, you do.
I don't. I don't.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
So what I do for myself is I have little Post-its of reminding me of who I am, who I want to be, and who I want to become. And I think that's helped me a lot in growing as an individual, as a mom, as a wife, as a partner, and just really just read them every morning out. I am more like, you've heard Daniel, he's really outspoken, really out there, and really, really out there. And I'm more of like a quiet person. So I don't yell them out the way Daniel does it. And you don't have to do it the way he does it. And you don't have to do it the way I do it. I just read them. And I read them every morning. And
okay, well, hold up. So great. So the input has changed. You have Post-its, right? We'll just imagine this is a little Post-it. You post it on your mirror. Give us, what are 3 things that you read to yourself? What's the input you're changing?
I am confident. I am strong. I am healthy. I am a perfect, lean, muscular machine.
Hey, I like that one. She does say that. So if somebody's out there is a skeptic of Mari, like really Mari Gomez, like I'm gonna put a Post-it on my mirror and read it in the morning. It's gonna change my life, how I feel, like whatever, right? They're out there. I mean, somebody out there is feeling that way, but you're tuning in because you're tired of the crap. You're tired of how you feel. You're tired of your life. And God put it in your heart to tune in this morning to change things within your life. Talk to that skeptic right now that says, like, that crap doesn't work. I tried it. And maybe they tried it for a day or a week, a month.
But it's not something that it's going to I didn't start reading it last night, and this morning I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, I feel amazing. No, it's gonna take time, because just like anything that you do, it takes time. You need to trust the process in everything that you do, whether it's, anything to better yourself, a workout, a routine, a relationship. You don't go out with just one person and then after that date, you're like, just totally not into him. You don't know until you've done several dates. You don't know until you've spent more time with them that, yes, that this is who I want to be with. And it's the same thing with those Post-its. You're not going to know until you keep trying and trying each and every day, because you need to be consistent. You need to have that consistency in your life to better yourself. And also you need to talk to yourself and you need to think about it. How bad do I want this change? If you're so tired of where you're at, you're so tired of how you're feeling with the way you've been feeling, then make a change. If that's your breaking point, then that's going to put you to where you need to be at.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. Jeez.
Thanks. Again, I'm so ready for you to get out. Just
so
kidding.
It works, right? So if you're getting value from this episode, drop us a 1 right now. Give us some hearts. And the first one to drop a number, we'll go with the number 2, right? Because the first person to drop a 2 right now, you're going to get a free ticket to our event that is sponsored by McCombs Ford West. Like I said, we're going to give you a free ticket to our live event here in San Antonio, sponsored by McCombs Ford West. We want you to be our guest. So drop us a 2 right now. What the words that Madi is talking about are really affecting you, and it's making you think about, hey, I really need to change my input because I want to change my feelings because I feel like shit. I feel depressed. I don't like the emotions that I'm expressing. So drop us some hearts, drop us a 2. First person to drop us a 2, you're going to get a free ticket sponsored by McCombs Ford West. And we'll be right back here after this commercial break.
This Labor Day weekend, you're going to love the deals on our huge inventory at McCombs Ford West. Our massive Labor Day weekend sale ends Monday night, so don't miss your chance to get our best deals of summer. Hurry in and save on F-150s, now almost 11 grand off. Save $9,200 on Edge. Plus, Escapes are just 19 grand. And we have 0 for 72 on everything. So get to the huge Labor Day sale on 410 West at Culebra.
My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm affectionately known as the $2.5 billion host. That's how much I've grossed by infomercials, home shopping, and the internet. Yeah, I have an eye for talent. I know how to blow it up. Well, every once in a while, I'll meet somebody extraordinary. His name is Michael D. Butler. Yeah, he created a company called Beyond Publishing, and he is true magic. Not only does he have a great smile, and he's very energetic, but he happens to be the real deal.
How many of you in here have a story? You have a story, right? There's more people buying and reading books now than ever.
And I've written a book, and I can honestly tell you that this man goes above and beyond to not just serve his clients, but to serve the people that his clients are involved with.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the show. So during the commercial break, I know earlier we talked about, my affirmations that I do have posted on my mirror that I do for myself. If there's anything out there that really spoke out to you, something that is going to help you get to your next level from getting out of those feelings, negative feelings, depression feelings, anything that you may have, put down on the comments of something that you want to say to yourself. You got to start just with one thing. And then as you go throughout the day, as you go throughout the week, you're going to think like, oh, this is another thing I can say to myself. Think of something that is going to be out there that's going to help you get to where you want to be. Drop in a comment if you want to share that with us, and we would love to help you get to that next level. So looking forward to seeing you guys out here. And drop that in and see who comes up with the best one, and maybe we can all share them among ourselves. So
yeah, well, the beautiful thing is this: is that wow, you I gotta give you a round of applause, because this isn't my wife that I know from that I married. I love it.
So funny story, guys. So when we first met 20-something years ago,
You're giving away your age,
and that's okay. Hey, chapter 47's never looked so good, so I'm good with that. But when we met about 20-something years ago, Daniel's friends and family always said that I was like super stuck up because I never spoke and I never really said much of anything. And now he's like, okay, now you talk too much.
That's a true story.
That is a true story. But that's okay.
Ooh, I have a saying, right? I tell her,
give me 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes. When she's giving me information over, I'm like, honey, give me 5 minutes, right? In other words, be quiet for 5 minutes.
And I always ask for 20 minutes.
That's funny. That's good stuff. But going back to what my wife said is, think about what emotions are you feeling right now? What feelings are you feeling right now? And she gave you a powerful example of changing that input by putting a post-it on your mirror. I am confident. I love myself. I believe in myself. Something that, right? Something is even saying I am happy. The more you say that to yourself, the more you believe it. Because the reality is this: is in my book, You Were Born to Fly, I write about what one of the doctors writes about, rule of 151. Is if we've never told ourselves that we're happy, it takes us 151 times to hear it before we believe it. Dr. Marsha Falk, she says that the first 50, you don't even really hear it subconsciously. It doesn't register with you because it's not the self-image of who you are. So if you've been depressed, if you've been sad, that's going to be the dominating thought process in your brain. The second 50 times that you tell yourself that, you barely start to hear it. It's kind of like a voice in the background, but it's not until 151 times that you tell yourself that I'm happy, that I feel great, that I'm full of energy, that you really start to believe that. And once you start to believe it, you start to act upon that, and the actions that you take change. Does that make sense?
Yes, very.
And I'm going to tell you one other thing that you can do to change your emotional state. And this is going to hurt some people because we always gravitate towards commonality in our human behaviors, right? We always gravitate to what's common to us. The commonality, think about that. You wake up in the morning and what's common to you, you gravitate towards too, because that's what you're comfortable to. And right now, you have some toxic people in your life that you need to distance yourself from. It's not that you're better than them, but think about this. If your emotions are of anger, frustration, just that negative thought process, you don't feel like you're gonna advance to that next season of your life. Sometimes you may have that friend or that family member that every time they call you, all they do is gossip. Every time they call you, they tell you about what's wrong in their life. And I'm not saying don't be there for people when they need you there. What I am saying is you have to use wisdom, because if they're throwing up all their garbage, if they're throwing up all your negativity into you, and you're listening to this every day, because let's be real, right? We're in San Antonio, Texas. You're from Del Rio. And especially as Hispanics, we like the chisme, right? We call it chisme. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Oh, yeah, man. And then we gossip and we slander and we talk about the negative BS in our lives, not even in our lives, about other people's lives. But all that negativity is negative input in your thought process, and people don't even realize it because they do it automatically. Mm-hmm. They do it because they saw their mom and dad talk about it. They do it because they saw their family members do it. And it's just a vicious cycle of that negativity, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, and then just going back, like, you really want to be with people that are gonna edify you, you know, and it's great that you have that friend that cheers you on from the sidelines, but it's even better when that friend joins in on you.
Yeah.
And just comes and just, you know, hey, I'll jump on the wagon with you. especially when you're doing things that are totally out of your comfort zone, or something that you really, really enjoy. And they're not just, giving you that negative, like, well, why are you doing that?
Yes.
Like, that doesn't make sense to me. It may not make sense to that person, but it makes sense to you. And for them to be there and support you in what you do is amazing. But then for them to come in and join in on you, with you, that's even like super, better. It's like, the cherry on top on anything that you do, because you know that they're going to be there for you no matter what.
Yeah. And what comes to mind right now is like Michael D. Butler, right? Michael D. Butler, every time I communicate with him, he always like encourages me, he edifies me, he lifts me up, and he's a great friend, a great brother that I love just collaborating with. And then just like I said, I was just in Denver, hung out with Titus. Titus really encouraged me, and then just spending 2 days with Bill Walsh, right? Bill Walsh, like he just he has a way of making you feel important. And I love to observe people, and this, maybe you need to do this. And we're gonna end with this. You need to observe the people that you hang around with. And I say that because as I was having dinner with Bill Walsh, and there was about 15 of us at dinner, and we were having an amazing dinner. Just the way Bill Walsh makes sure that everybody feels important. Even to the camera guy, like he flew in the camera guy to film and edit some stuff, and like it didn't matter. Like he made everybody feel important. And when you act in that manner, in that demeanor, where you really care about people, and I saw, not that I maybe it was just me, that when I really just took step back and observed how he was just communicating and treating everybody, he cares, because he cares about the people. And you want to hang around with people that care about you, because in him caring, it lifted me up, it lifted everybody else up, and we had a great time at dinner. It was an amazing time. So I want you to know that I just came back from Denver. The airports were packed. There was many people everywhere. And I'm saying this because you can't be living in fear for the rest of your life. You can't allow this season of our world to control who you are. You need to come to our event. It's going to be an amazing event, Finding Your Inner Beauty Women's Conference. We're going to have 10 amazing speakers from all over the country, all over the world. And it's going to be life-changing. They're really going to inspire you, edify you, give you wisdom, lift you up, because you matter. And it's time you stop living life on the sideline. It's time you stop living life in your house and get out and live life.
Yes.
And we want you to know that, because we love you, we care about you, and I'm going to be honest. Like, putting on an event, it's a lot of work. I even said, why? Like, there's days that I'm like, why am I doing this? Because it can be overwhelming at times. But I do it because I'll never forget, just 2 days ago, I was in Denver. This young lady came up to me, and she was just crying and bawling. She goes, I don't know why I'm crying, but man, your speech just really touched my heart. She was just bawling. But it was just God healing her, God moving through her, through the words that were spoken that day. Not anything I did, glory to God. But many of you right now, you need healing in your life. You need healing in your soul, because you've been beaten down because of COVID season, your husband, your wife, you lost your job. Whatever it may be, you need to be here, San Antonio, Texas, 10/10/20. Get your ticket right now on Eventbrite. RSVP it. VIP is only $57, includes VIP lunch. We're going to have a nice, amazing lunch. And we want you to be a part of it. And we're also going to be live streaming it. So you can go to the Eventbrite link too. It's only $25 donation to our nonprofit, the Mighty Strong Foundation. And we'll send you the link through the email, because your email will be, we'll get notification of that. So $25 donation gets you that. And even if you just want to make a donation, we had Miss Tiffany donate $50 to our nonprofit. Go to the Mighty Strong Foundation website and make a donation. $5, $10, we welcome it. And we love you guys. And we got a lot to get ready for this week. We got Evolution Weekend coming up here next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be an amazing, a mastermind retreat to elevate your life, business, and your finances. So we got a lot of great things going on. But I want you to close this out, speak to the camera, And just share your word of wisdom as we leave today's episode, if you don't mind.
A word of wisdom.
Something that's helped you. What's something that's carried Mari in those times that she wanted to give up? Because a lot of people out there want to give up. A lot of women out there want to give up. And share a word of wisdom.
I think for me is my family. Was what kept me going, what kept me moving forward. And there was so much more life to live that I was not going to let a little breast cancer stop that. So focus on one thing, focus on the goal, focus on what you want to go out there and do. You know, maybe it's a bucket list you want to finish off. Maybe it's you know, buying your new home or buying that car. Focus on one thing, and then it's gonna get better. It's just a season. It's just a chapter in your life. It's not your whole life. So with that, we leave you guys.
Yeah, you did great.
I guess we're done. So we'll see you guys at our event. We're looking forward to seeing all of y'all. You know, I don't know if we have another show scheduled or not.
Actually, we're going to be, next time you see us, we'll be at the actual event. We're going to live stream the event here from San Antonio, Texas. And we want you to be a part of it. So get your live stream ticket. If you're not in San Antonio, $25 donation is going to get you there. And you're going to make it. I want you to know that you're going to make it. You know how I know you're going to make it? Because you've made it this far. But now it's not about just making it. It's not just about surviving in this next season of your life. It's about thriving and being the best that you can be. Because you know why? You matter. You freaking matter. And I want you to take this affirmation and tell yourself, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I matter every single day. This is Mari and Daniel Gomez. We love you. And we'll see you next time here as we come live from our event here in San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. And if somebody needs to hear this message, please share it on your timeline. Please have a watch party. And please tag somebody in this, because this encouraged you and edified you. We want to share this message to the world. Have a blessed weekend, everybody.
Bye, everyone.